Yeah.
Thoughts from the Trail. I'm Scott Anderson.
Hello from the trail. I've been thinking for the past week or so about potential and about how I can unleash more of my potential in my own life. And as I was doing, I remembered an amazing example of someone who helped unleash the potential of another person. This story took place when I was a superintendent of schools in Massachusetts. And our middle school was having a cooperative project between different subject areas. So in this case, it was a collaborative effort between the writing teacher and the art teacher. The project was designed to be an autobiographical project for the students. So in writing class, they would write something about themselves, and in art class, they would make a self-portrait. And here is just one example of the writing that a student did in that project, and I'm going to read it to you. One of the aspects of my life that means a lot to me is music. I love to sing, and I love to listen to music. Music is the remedy that cures my soul when it is sick with sadness, rage, and misunderstanding. I have a connection to music where I can appreciate each note and part of the song. It isn't just the lyrics I listen to, it's the instruments, the melody, and the harmony. I like to keep to myself unless I'm with my friends. And when I have a good and loyal friends around me, I just let out all of my emotions. I think my friends know me better than my parents. I feel like my friends are the only ones that won't care about the stupid things I do. So why hide anything when you're with people you trust? One of my goals this year is to get good grades, only A's and B's. My goal for the high school is to have fun while succeeding. I also want to do as many activities as possible while attending LHS. One of my long-term goals for the future is to become a singer in a band. I want to write and perform my music, but I'd have my band to back me up when the songs are hard to write. Now, as you can see, it is an okay essay. It has some typos and some structural challenges, but even so, she gets her message across. And now for the second part of the activity, the students had to paint their own self-portrait. So on the screen right now is the portrait that this same student painted of herself. And as you look at it, you can see it's an adequate portrait. It certainly looks better than something that I probably would be able to do. And it's not fantastic, but it's also not awful. How would your evaluation of this painting change if you knew that the student was blind? That's correct. The student cannot see, and they were able to do the painting. So you might be thinking, how did she do it? This is where the story gets amazing. Because the teacher wanted her student to have an authentic and genuine experience on this autobiography project, the art teacher went to the student's mother and asked her for a copy of a picture of the student. She then took the picture and put it on an opaque projector and projected it up against a canvas. And using Elmer's glue, she outlined with the glue key features of the student from the picture. The glue dried, and then she let the student come up and use her fingers to feel the outlines. And from those outlines, without seeing, the student was able to make that painting. It's an absolutely fantastic way of unleashing someone's potential. And the other thing that I really like about it is, while this is such an awesome example, it wasn't really some massive or painstaking or arduous process the teacher had to go through in order to help the student unleash her potential. And the truth is, we can do the same for ourselves. Much like the teacher thought a little bit about the needs of the students, we can think about ourselves and help ourselves create the conditions that will unleash our potential. That's what I believe. That's what I've been thinking about. And that is what I'm working on. So I'm continuing to think about this. And as I do, one of the things that I know I've already discovered about myself as I look back over the years of my life is when I associate myself with people who have a skill, a talent, or ability that I also want to have, and maybe even they're really, really good at it, and I'm far from being good at it. When I associate myself with those people and spend time with them in that area, I grow very, very quickly, exponentially, and I'm generally very pleased with the long-term results. So that's one of the things that I've identified for me that I need to do, is hang around with people who are really good at the things that I want to be really good at. What is a way that works for you? What's something that you do that helps you unleash your potential? I invite us to continue to think about this. I will have in upcoming messages more topics that relate to the idea of unleashing potential. And there's a couple really key things and characteristics that people exhibit when they're able to reach their potential. So stay tuned, continue to think about these things. May we both be blessed as we do, and I'll see you next time on the trail.